Yeah, so I've actually been divorced 9 years. And then my ex and I have been in just sporadic communication because we haven't seen each other since we signed the papers. And before this all started, or the classes started, I he was in my dreams like all the time, and it hasn't stopped, but it's probably down about 90% of what it was before. So I think things are settling, things have registered, and that's helping that situation, because that would put me in to like a mood or a frustration or, you know, sadness when I'd have these dreams about him all the time. So that has helped a lot. During one of the support group nights, and I can't remember her name, but she was like so light, and she was like, my husband is out of me. Like he's out of the insides. And I was like, oh my God, like how do I get there? um it was like maybe a week or so after that where, like I said, the dreams about him kind of started going away, which was nice. My friend that lives in Colorado knew of the program, and she had recommended it before. And then I was like, and she had a friend that went through it. And then she was like, I just had remembered, I'm like, you know what? I need to do something. I need to get out of this headspace. I think the group setting is wonderful. Like, I just think it's so helpful to, be with people that have gone through it. And even like Nick and yourself going through it, it's like a different level of understanding, because not many of my friends have gone through it. And in my immediate family, I'm the only one. And to have that camaraderie, I guess, that was good. And then especially talking one of the gentlemen, he was on the other side, he was the dumper. And so we would have conversations about perspective from each place.
Mhm.
And that was helpful for me to understand him, where he was coming from, and then vice versa. So I think that was insight that clearly I'm not going to get from my ex. So it was interesting to get it from him. I just think doing it on Zoom is great, because then you give more access to people, all over. Um, because I hadn't searched it out, but I hadn't seen anything, locally or um, that was in the same vein. So I like that aspect. And too, like I said, getting to know people from all over. Because I actually almost got to meet up with Diane, who lives in Alabama, because I had to go to Alabama for work, but it didn't work out with her work schedule. We couldn't get together. But like I said, the three of us are bound and determined to meet up somehow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would tell them to do it. I do think I did receive benefit. I think you maximize your benefit if you're doing it while either right after or in the thick of it, just to help you maintain your sanity through the whole process. Because during my process, I just relied on friends and family, which were very helpful. And my hindsight is it would have been nice to have a group like this to go through it. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it for someone who's in the thick of things or struggling, and offer it up as a good option.